After its release as a PS5 exclusive in 2021, Returnal has finally made its way to PC. It's a third-person roguelike shooter with bullet hell-fueled and fast-paced combat. Although originally developed by Housemarque using Unreal Engine 4, KRLIC Studios handled this port to PC, and based on my initial observation of the graphics menu, I would say that they did a great job here. The game offers one of the best graphics menu I've seen in a while, providing screenshots for every setting with info on which component on your PC will be impacted, and the game's visuals are rendered in the background to allow you to see the difference in real time between each option. And on top of that, some details about FPS, VRAM, and more. Additionally, there is a decent amount of graphics settings here to tweak. However, how well these settings scale in terms of visual and performance, this is what we'll see in this video. So without any further ado, let's get started. Now the first time you run the game, it will pre-compile shaders which should prevent any shader compilation stutters. However, the game suffers from traversal stuttering, as you can see here. Every time I reach this point, the frame time graph shows some spikes, and using RT makes things even worse. But we'll discuss RT stutters later in the video. Now let's start with lighting quality. From what I've seen, this setting affects indirect lighting, as you can see here, changing the density of light probes with each option. Also, the distance at which light appears is similar between low and epic. Performance-wise, going from low to medium, high and epic decrease performance by 10%. Here I recommend low, since visually during gameplay it's really hard to tell the difference between low and even epic. Shadow quality is straightforward. It changed the resolution of shadows in the game. Similar to Hogwarts Legacy, which is also powered by Unreal Engine 4, shadows are not demanding at all. Here going from low to even epic costs like 5%, and here at this scene with a lot of shadows, epic costs 6%. Here I recommend higher epic, since both don't cost much and look a lot better than low and medium. Next we have Ambient Occlusion, and similar to lighting quality, you'll only find the difference if you look for it. Performance-wise, going from low to medium costs almost nothing, to high around 3% and to epic 6%. Here I recommend low or medium. Moving on to screen space reflection, this one doesn't seem to affect puddles or bodies of water, as you can see here. There is SSR on both on and off. And also the performance is similar, but I noticed this setting affects most areas with these beams of light, like here where I saw around 2% difference between on and off. Here I recommend keeping SSR on. This game features both ray-traced reflections and ray-traced shadows, but the implementation is not good. First, let's take a look at RT shadows. Here we can see that this effect does not cover animated or moving shadows, where they may either be missing or remain static, as you can see here. Performance-wise, going from off with epic regular shadows to low and mid RT shadows costs around 10%, and beyond to high and epic around 25%. Unlike RT shadows, RT reflections have more impact on the game visuals. Here we can see that RT reflections change the look of water and add more accurate reflections. But that comes with a big performance impact, because going from off to low costs 17%, to mid and high 18% and to epic 24%. But as I said at the beginning of the video, ray tracing even on low makes the game stutters more frequently. That's why currently I don't recommend using ray tracing. Let's move on to model quality. This one adjusts the distance at which objects are rendered, as you can see here. But I couldn't measure any performance difference between the options. So here go for higher epic to lower the amount of objects pop in. VRAM wise, the game can reach up to 7GB or even more at 1440p, and here comparing the four options for texture quality, we can see the difference in VRAM usage. So if you have an 8GB GPU at 1440p, you should be fine using epic texture quality. This game relies heavily on volumetric effects for its presentation, and for quality adjusts the resolution of these effects like here, where low and medium have a flickery appearance with high and epic looks more stable overall. Performance-wise, this setting thankfully is not demanding, because going from low to even epic costs 4%. Here I recommend high for quality. Particle quality does not affect the quality of particles like here, but instead it controls the render distance of some tall grass as you can see here. Performance-wise, going from low to medium costs 1%, to high 3%, and to epic 5%. Here I recommend high or epic. In anti-aliasing quality, I couldn't see any difference between low and epic, and even the performance is similar, so here I recommend keeping this one on epic. Depth of field mostly appear during cutscenes or when you scan an item as you can see here, and enabling depth of field can cost up to 9%. Bloom makes light sources and glowing objects appear brighter, and from what I've seen it doesn't cost anything. This emissive intensity slider controls the brightness of self-illuminated materials, like these beams of light, and performance-wise going from 0% to 100% doesn't cost anything. For image quality, the game offers a lot of options. We have DLSS, XeSS if you have an ARC GPU, NIS, VRS, and also FSR, but unfortunately here we only have FSR1, not FSR2. Comparing DLSS, FSR1 and NIS with Epic GAA, of course DLSS is the closest one to native GAA in terms of image quality, but I've noticed some ghosting on small particles with DLSS as you can see here. VRS can give good 8% boost to performance, but it exhibits some visual artifacts as you can see here. If you have an RTX GPU, use DLSS. If not and you need more performance, use FSR1 Ultra Quality instead of VRS or NIS, and I hope KRLIC Studio implements FSR2 as soon as possible. Now based on what we've seen so far, these are my recommended settings. Now let's do a quick comparison between optimized settings and epic presets. Here at this scene you can see that optimized settings should give you up to 28% more performance compared to epic presets. All in all, Returnal on PC is an excellent port compared to other recent Unreal Engine 4 games. It had all the potential to end up as one of the best ports to PC, but some problems such as stuttering during traversal and poor implementation of ray tracing stand on the way. On the other hand, the game offers a great user interface when it comes to the graphics menu, and decent amount of graphical settings to tweak. So let's hope KRLIC Studios address those stuttering issues as soon as possible. And with that, we arrive at the end. Thank you so much for watching and for your time. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and if not, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for any future videos, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.